Okay, there we go. Hello everyone, how's it going? Team here, and this is BXJS Development Livestream. And as I said before, today I want to try out the Golang WebAssembly compilation. As you might or might not know, after watching my BXJS weekly streams, Golang just released a beta version. I believe we should be able... where the hell do they... There was an announcement somewhere, but we're gonna get to that. So they released the beta version that includes the compilation of Golang packages to WebAssembly, which we can run directly in the browser and try it out. So basically they ported everything in Golang, including Go routines and garbage collection, to WebAssembly. So there's quite an overhead over there. And I believe there are some performance issues, or I guess performance bottlenecks, because of some missing features in WebAssembly. So hopefully over time it's going to get resolved, but let's just try and compile something and see how it goes. So I've been thinking what we can actually try to do is at some point we did that Node.js Golang library, right? So we took the We took the Black Friday library on Golang and made a native extension using C++ and Go and actually loaded it from Node.js and parsed some Markdown, right? So we got the Black Friday here. So I thought we could actually do the same, but this time around do it right in the browser using WebAssembly, right? So let us see. So I have, 111. So what we want is, I have a Go installed, right? So I have Golang, I think it's just Go version here. And as you can see, it's Go 110, right? The current stable version. So we actually want to install 111. I guess... Go download. They had a download page where they had an instruction how to do that, so we're just gonna do this, right? So we got the unstable, there we go, and awesome, yes. So if you didn't know, Golang is written in Golang for quite some time now, and you can actually install the newer versions by just using the Go itself. So we are gonna do just that. We're gonna go get and pull the new version. While this is happening, I'm gonna create a new tab, I guess, and I'm gonna say, okay, we're gonna create, what was it, Black Friday? What's the name of it? Yes, Black Friday. Black Friday was, how did we call it last time? Example, yeah, let's call it was example, right? So let's go here. Whoops, no, Black Friday. Git init this thing, npm init -y. So we're going to have an npm here. Yeah, that looks good, right? So we have this. We actually pulled the Golang. I believe we do need to add something to our path, because I think by default it stores it in like... Did it actually go... Okay, now what I need to do, I need to open a new tab so that it actually reloads the binaries that we have in our path. Okay, let's see, Black Friday, go... Okay, I guess, so this still should be 110, right? So, but we don't really have... Now, what the hell is... Okay, I think I need to go home, right? It's not set. Okay, so where is the default go home? Oh man, okay, now that gets complicated. Was it user lib Golang? Yes, okay, I guess bin, no, this is the bin, maybe in package? No? Okay, wait a second, Ubuntu default Golang, whoops, Golang home. This is what we want, right? Backwards, go get, okay, so here's the question. Is it in my root folder? Ah, yeah, it is. Okay, so we should have our Go right here. Okay, cool. So I should actually just take this and edit my Z shell RC, right? And just add this. So we have this here. We can do right here. And now once we open a new tab and reload the config, we should have Go 111 beta version, and okay, we have to run additional command here. We can do that. Actually download the Go itself. Okay, doesn't seem to be particularly large. All right, and let me think. That's not what I want. So once we got this, we actually... So we need the Black Friday. And then we need to, I guess let's just, so I'm gonna keep the Black Friday open. Golang 111 WebAssembly, right? So we want some nodes on WebAssembly. I don't think there's that much documentation yet. At least I wasn't able to find it, but I was able to find some tutorials from people who basically dig through the source code. So we are gonna, I guess, rely on that. So yes, this is the things that we need first. So I guess we are gonna make, first of all, let me open the folder that we just created, right? And we're gonna have a make file here that's gonna be building our Golang script, right? So it's gonna be GoOS is gonna be JavaScript, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, GoArch is gonna be Wasm. Then we're gonna go build output is gonna be lib Wasm, and input is gonna be libgo, right? So this we're just gonna be like super simple. So what we did here is we essentially call the same go build command that you would call normally. We assign Wasm extension to the results, and then we provide the architecture that is WebAssembly, and we provide the operating system, which is going to be JavaScript, because this is the target we compile to it. Essentially, this is all you really need to do to make it work, at least to compile it to, but there are some additional steps required in using it in HTML, right? So it's not the way that they opted into creating the WebAssembly is actually a bit different to say Rust or C++ compilation that you might have seen before, right? So I think there should be a link to the, there you go. So we got the Wasm example here. Yeah, so we got the HTML file. Maybe let's just copy that for now, but I don't think we got index HTML. We don't really need all of that stuff yet, right? I don't think, yeah, you know what, I'm just gonna kill the scripts for now. And I think we do need this. Yeah, okay, you know what? Let's see, so it's gonna be our libwasm, and this is polyfill for streaming. We can leave it as it is. This is our run. And print message, callback, set print message. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on with this code, but we don't really care about that, right? Or I guess we can, yeah, so let's create libgo and let's just see. No, screw, okay, I don't want that stuff. So we got this package here, you know, let's just copy it. We can use it as a boilerplate. Now, formats, I believe there is no GoFMT. Yeah, so I guess I'll just do this GoFMT. No, we have to go projects, Black Friday, and GoFMT, and then I'm gonna say libgo. There we go. Gonna write it to libgo. Expected package. What did you? Oh, did I just screw it up? That's actually applies formatting or not. Am I just forgetting things? Okay, whatever. So let's see what they actually did here. So there's the some variables defined. We don't need that. So we just need by Wasm, okay, print message. So we got the print message thing. We don't care about that yet. And we got callback before unloads. We don't care about that. So you can interact with the JavaScript. So yeah, this is what I was talking about. They opted in, instead of producing a library that you can actually just, you know, expose a function. Probably there is a way to do that, but I couldn't find it. They opted in providing this syscall.js package that essentially allows you to interact with between two worlds, right? So you can either call JavaScript functions or assign JavaScript variables, right? So in this case, what we are going to do is we're going to take the Black Friday thing, right? So I'm going to install it right here. I'm going to do go get Black Friday. Then we're going to take the example that they have and run inputs Black Friday. Yeah, so this is what we want, right? So function format, I guess, and we're gonna return Black Friday. I guess we don't need to assign it to output. We can just do this, and it's gonna be input. And hell if I remember how to properly write functions in Golang, because I haven't touched it in ages. I think it is like this, I believe. Okay, and the next thing is basically we are gonna set global. We're gonna say Black Friday format, right? And we probably have to look up how exactly you set it, because I also not sure what the signature for is. JS, so I guess will be, I think this is the article that I thought first time. Maybe we could just, yeah, maybe, you know what, let's start with running a very simple version of it and just doing this and being like, okay, println and being like hello world, right? Because I mean, come on, I just want to see if that works. So we can run, I guess, you know what, I don't really need that. I'll just open the integrated terminal, right? Because it's just easier and it's all going to be on one screen. So let's go into a VSL here and close this for now. Maybe make the font like, well, no, that's not what I wanted. I guess, I hope that's big enough for you guys. If not, let me know. Okay, so we can call make and... Right, because I used the wrong Golang. So it's Go 111. Okay, we have to use the correct binary here. And now we should be able to actually produce the builds. Imported, not used. Okay, so we got a bunch of non-used imports. This is why... so this should theoretically work. Forgive me commenting everything because I want to uncomment it afterwards. Okay, there we go. So we actually have the libwasm, which is a binary file, obviously. So if we, whoops, come on, come here. Whoops, I screwed everything up. Come on, wasm. What do you mean you haven't found CCAP? Have I probably? Okay, I probably reassigned something and forgot it to install it here. Yeah. So as you can see, it's a WebAssembly file. It's completely binary. And now the thing is that to run it, you need the Go environment, right? So there's this, where is it? There should be a reference here somewhere, I think. Wasm, yes, so Go wasm, misk wasm. So I guess we can just do this. And oh, there's a template file for index as well. So yeah, we can grab them from the master. So they basically added this sort of environment for WebAssembly, right? And I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna say vget this stuff. So now we have this awesome exec. This is essentially a JavaScript environment that wraps the Golang WebAssembly code, adds some things that it needs, and then executes it, right? So this is something that you have to copy in every Golang compiled project you do. Right, so now that we don't need this index.html, I'm actually gonna kill it and I'm gonna download the default one because we're gonna go like this, right? So we have, wait a second, no, I don't think that's, you know what, I'm gonna keep this open, but I'm gonna grab it from the official repository here. So we're gonna have this raw file. And I'm just gonna grab this, whoa, no, that's not what I wanted. Okay, wait a second. Let me try that again. There we go. Okay, so we move this to HTML to index HTML, right? And then I'm gonna do npm install save dev serve, and we're gonna use serve as the start command on npm. I know you can work. So theoretically, if we serve this now, we actually probably need to, yes, so we change this test wasm to libwasm. And that should theoretically output our hello worlds in the console. So let's see if that actually works. Gonna start, we're just gonna say serve, and that's it, right? So the npm start. And we got our server at localhost 5,000, and we're gonna fire up the console. you see any errors? Reloads, no errors. Okay, run, and it actually works. There you go. So very basic version actually works. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna kill all of this stuff. I'm gonna commit a nice clean version that you guys can check out yourself, basically, right? So come on, shut down. I don't care about your graceful shutdown, just kill yourself. All right, so we don't need okay, we can echo node modules into git ignore, git add. Okay, we can echo libvasm into git ignore, right? Because this is compiled package and we don't really care if we don't really need it in our repository. So basic hello world version, right? So let's just call it this, and I need to sign my commits, and there we go. Okay, so now let's put all that stuff back here and actually try to do something more interesting. So first of all, let's just import FMT and say, okay, so use a bit more fancy formatting. We don't care about the before unloads in this case. And now let's try to create a global function that will just say hello world again, right? Let's just take it step by step. So we don't need that. Do they have an example here? So this is a server, and this is JS new callback, JS get. So you can get, you can call. This is all getting. So how do you expose? Yeah, there you go. This is what we want. And JS value of, what is it? That seems to, okay, so this is exposing a value, right? If I understand correctly. Now compile output should return object not found. Now type add 2.3 and type output. Okay, so this is the function, right? Oh, okay, so this is here he defines a function. And here he sets, so you should set JS new callback. Okay, so we do a JS new callback, and then we say format, right? So this is our format function, but in this case we're gonna comment this and we're gonna say fmt println format hello, right? So theoretically that should work. Let's see. Undefined JS. Oh right, I forgot to import the JS thing. Okay, cannot use format type string. Oh yeah, you probably, so it needs to be some sort of a JS value. Okay, so I guess this is what we want to do, right? And it's, so in this case it's an array, but we don't really need array. It's just one value, right, in the end. So we just do this. Let's see, type cannot format to type as typed. So it has to be an array. I guess it means that it just takes the arguments thing, right? Okay, let's try this. So, whoops, I forgot to do npm start. I guess we can actually open another terminal here and just do our builds over here while the server is running constantly in the background. Okay, so bypass. Okay, in theory we now should have a Black Friday format if we call it Go program already exited. Okay, so there is, so you, right, so you need a channel that basically will persist the program. Okay, that is tricky, but fine, let's do this. So essentially you need to make the program wait, right? Because if it exits, you cannot call it anymore, which is, I guess, makes sense, but still feels a bit weird because I would want to make libraries with Golang, right? So, but now it means that if we call this, it actually outputs what we expect it to, right? Okay, now let's try, I guess, you know what, I can commit that, just that makes sense. So I can just do this, and we can commit that. Whoops, git status, git commit, expose basic callable function from Golang, right? And now that we expose some function, let's try to actually take in the value and use this Black Friday library to return a formatted version of it, right? So we get this Black Friday output, and so how does the example returns? So he sets you cannot return, really? That doesn't sound right. So okay, new callback function argument. This is still printing. Like, if you cannot define a function that will return something, that sounds very silly. I don't believe that's like that can be real, right? I mean, it is a very early version of it, but come on. Okay, notify print has been called. This is print message done. Notify print message has been called. So channel notify our callback has been called. Okay. So this seems to have some. So okay, there we go. So callback and done. Yeah, this closes the whole work. Okay, so this is not what we actually want. But here we can see that how we can get the string from there. So let's do this. So we say message, right, is gonna be inputs, first one, and is gonna be string. Get the string. Then we can take this Black Friday and say output is gonna be Black Friday on message. Right? And then we have to actually import the Black Friday like this. Okay, there we go. So you know what? For now, let's just print it and see if that works. Output. Format it. And we do this, right? So see if it fails. It does fail. What am I doing wrong? Cannot use message type string as type byte. Okay, how do I cast byte into... okay, we had that problem already, right? With the previous thing. Wait a second. Where's my Golang thing? Golang markdown go. So yeah, okay, you just wrap it into byte cast. Okay, that should be relatively easy to do. There we go. Okay, we now have this thing, and theoretically run like Black Friday format hello world, right? So in theory, oh, all right, that does not quite work. So I guess we have to cast, yeah, we have to cast the result into output. Let's call it output bytes, and then we can call it output, and it's gonna be string from output bytes, right? So we cast it back to a string so that we can actually know what the hell's going on. Okay, run it, Black Friday format. There we go, and hey, it actually works. Holy shit. That is kind of impressive. Now the question is, how do we return it back? That's the thing. Right, so Golang WebAssembly return from callback. Is that even like, I don't know if that's allows synchronous callbacks. Okay, so this is essentially what we need to look in, I guess, is this syscall.js library, because this is what we're using. Syscall.js. Okay, no, this is Gopher.js. This is the old stuff, right? This is deadlock. This is some new. Where's the docs? If Golang, that seems to be, there we go. Okay, so we're interested in the callback, right? So there's the callback, blah blah blah, example, callback release. Okay, so how do you return a value from that? New event callback function release frees up resources. We don't really need to free it up because it's a persistent function in our case, right? So how do you return a result from it? Golang WebAssembly return. Yes, let's implement timers, JavaScript callbacks back into WebAssembly. Right, that seems to be tricky. So is there an example somewhere? Like, the docs are definitely still not quite there, because, you know, even though the package itself is documented, some of those cases are not that easy to reason about, but we're going to figure it out eventually. All right, so examples. Expand all. Collapse all. I guess this was the example, right? So callback release. Okay, I guess we want this JS callback thing. Is there, yes, this is the reference we want. Got the new callback, and it only has a release. Like, come on, there should be a way to trigger it, right? So, or maybe, like I guess it's not synchronous. Can you pass in a function that we can then call? Here's a question. Because, I mean, I don't really want to, like, the stupidest way would be just to do what those tutorials did, at least the other one, right? I think, was it this one? Which just basically exposed it as a global variable. Okay, so this is still invoking. This is invoking. Let's see. Maybe I just missed it at some point. Doesn't seem so. All right. So we got the string. We print. We unload. Okay. Is there really no way to do that? That seems extremely silly. So, like, I guess it's because of the asynchronous nature? Is it? Callback. Yeah, okay. Defer callback release. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I guess we can also defer the release to make sure the resources are cleaned out. So, do this, and it's going to be CB, and then we're going to defer CB release, right? And I think at least I didn't screw anything up, right? It's still compile. No, it doesn't compile because JS callback has no field or meta release. What am I doing wrong? Is that already outdated? Callback, yeah, new callback. That's exactly what I do. It doesn't have what? Okay, I guess they removed it. So I guess this is no longer required. No, it was in the docs, right? I'm not. There you go. Yeah, so it's a callback release. Why don't you like it? Take. Line 14, yes. CB release undefined. CB, okay. Callback has no field or method release. I guess it's those. Those are the, yes, those are the tip docs, so they should be actual. All right. CB callback, yeah. Why don't you? It's exactly the same as Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna remove it for now. It means we're not gonna be freeing up the resources. We can figure it out later. But first of all, let's figure out how the hell do you return the value. I guess, like, one of the ways is it's like you pass in the callback, right? But that means that this callback, and is there a function, new length, invoke int, boolean call, is that a value? Call does a JavaScript call to a method m. No, this is the function, right? So in function, okay, JS callback. Okay, so is it literally callback? How do you? I'm so confused right now. How does this work? Okay. See if there are any other examples. So this just prints it, right? So it gets the value. This function is actually interacts with the document, which is also pretty cool if you noticed. But yeah, so in this case, they just set a global variable, which is not that nice. Come on, there got to be a better way. Although, I mean, we know that it already works and it's formatted, right? So I guess let's try to say, okay, we got the input from 1 and it's gonna be callback. Can I do this? I don't know. Is that valid? No, it's not. Okay, so it's JavaScript value, right? So you cannot do the callback. So we got type value, and type to array errors. How do you do that? Okay, you know what? Let's try Golang WebAssembly examples. Let's see examples. You know what? I think I need some examples. Architecture supports Golang. It's taking quite longer than I expected to. Okay, so we got some articles on dev too. I guess we can just kill, whoops, 111 here. Maybe that's way. Okay, there we go. There's some GitHub packages already. So let's see. That is right. Okay, so there we go. There's our. Where's the Golang code? That seems no. That's not what we want. Okay, this is what? This is some Chinese. All is in Chinese, and there are some examples. But you know what? Let's just have a look at all of them. There's gotta be someone who did a function that returns a value, right? Like, I can't believe that's not a thing. That's literally a tank game made in Golang. Okay, that's impressive. I will take that, but return. So this is literally internal returns. Here's the question: can I just do return output? What like, am I overthinking it? And the value will be string. As cannot use format type as type in argument, so it has to be anonymous, so it has to return nothing. Damn it. Okay, I'm definitely not overthinking it. CB declared not used. What? Oh yeah, okay, because we don't need that, so it's not this way. Right, let's see this example. Fetch FASM. This is something different. I guess this is public files, right? Okay, +1. Okay, call. This starts event listener, and this literally says, so again, it interacts with the DOM. Looks like there's really no way to return a value from Go, which again makes it quite unfit for building libraries, which is a bit of a shame, I guess. But you know what? We can work with that. Let's just, you know what we can do? We can make a. Let's build an app then. So we are gonna have an input, or I guess text area, right? It's gonna be ID input. I'm gonna have text area. Oh, I guess we're gonna have div ID output, right? There we go. I guess I don't really need that. And text area. Placeholder is gonna be enter your markdown. Okay, so we're gonna just change convert. Change the whole thing a bit, and in this case we're going to change how the program runs as well, right? So since now we know the limitations, we can actually do this. So yeah, we no longer need this stuff as we already converted everything. So what we need to do is we're going to say JS. We are going to access the DOM, right? So we're going to, there was an examples here somewhere. Come on. Yes, global. So we need the global. We don't really need get, right? Okay, second. I closed this example very quickly, but it actually had everything we wanted. Right, there we go. So what is this web thing? Where are you coming from, web? It's called JS document. Okay, I'm a bit confused. Where's this web thing coming from? Oh, there's, I guess it's his own class. Okay. No, I would prefer something that is more agnostic, I guess. JS API examples. Table latte. No, this is something different. Golang WebAssembly. Okay, let's see here. Okay, yeah, this is location, access. Okay, so you get document, and there we go. This is what we want, right? So first of all, we get element by ID, and we get our input, right? So this is gonna be input area. Let's call it this way. And how do you get? Okay, you just call. Also use call, right? So input text. Gonna get input area. All, and how the hell do you get text from the text area? This is something I don't. Whoa, what? Oh, you just these. Okay, so documents, get element by ID, input, right? TA value? Is it just value? Yes, okay, so we just get value. Is it the same for get properties? You just call this get context to d eval draw image all, or is it, I guess it's gonna be get, right? So you just say get value, right? Then print okay, yeah, fmt and len input text. So theory global get undefined type JS value. Okay, so I guess it's gonna be call value. Input area. Why don't you what? Global get undefined. Why? JS global get oh, so it doesn't global get document get element by ID input, right? We have input. Yes, we have input. Okay, fmt print. Let's see what this input area is, man. This is no, wait, it fails on the compile, not the compile time, not the execution time, right? So there is, am I missing something? Okay, there should be examples. Hello, there we go. Let's have a look at this one. No, this is too simple JS call. Global gets, okay. Oh, I'm an idiot. I forgot the brackets. Right. There we go. Okay. Now. Okay, this works. And function proper apply. Okay, so I guess this should work, right? So the need to recompile it every time is slightly annoying, but I guess there we go. Okay. So we got our text now, which means we can say, okay, result is going to be equal format, and in this case we can actually just say input string, right? And we can say input, and it's going to be format input text, right? I think we're probably going to have to cast it to string. Yeah, okay. String, oops. Or was it, you probably cannot do that. You probably need to do this, right? There we go. Like this. Am I doing this right? No, used it. What? Format used as value. Recipe for build failed. What? Command line. Okay, let's try. What about this? Format but used as value. The capital string? No, it's not capital string, right? Yeah. What is this error? Format used as value. Oh, right, because it doesn't. God, I'm an idiot. Right, it should return output. There we go. This is what we want now. Okay, so we do this now. What result declared but not used? Okay, mt prints ln result. Okay, there we go. Theoretically, it should compile now. There we go. And if I run it, we now actually get proper markdown. So now output div and JS global get whoops, that should be capital document call get element by ID, and we get output, right? And in this case we're gonna say output div call I guess we can use set inner HTML to results, right? I guess it should be JS value results. I guess I am not sure that's correct. So yeah, we don't no longer need FMT here. Cannot convert result type string to type JS value. How do you do that actually? Value set, value get. Do you have Now this is also long running. Hello, go Cal. Get sprint land, don't struck. Okay, this again does not interact with the DOM. Does this interact with the DOM? Yeah, okay, get. Not really. And does this, so you call this. He actually doesn't have the global function here, so I guess it's the older version. Set source, and this is literally a string. Can you just set a string here? Am I overthinking it? Yes, you can. Okay, that was unnecessary. Hello world. And it doesn't do anything. Okay, wait a second. Did I screw up the get element by ID output? Out inner HTML ASD. Where's the is it even here? Div outputs. Okay. Out. Yes, okay, out, inner, oh, because it's capitalized HTML, of course. Of course it is, there we go. Make, and theoretically, hello world, but yes, it actually works. It works, there we go. And it actually nicely sets everything, cleans up resources and all of that stuff, right? So the question is, I'm really curious, how does it perform actually? So we are gonna record, right? So we got this, what, 1000, what? Why is it so? Retain size, what is this? Objects, no, wait, shallow size. Why is there's, what? System.js array buffer. Or I guess it does. Oh, right. It should be the WebAssembly file, right? So I guess it is just like really big. Yeah, 3.4 megs. Okay, there you go. It does download the WebAssembly file, so this is probably why it takes so much memory. But yeah, there you go. I guess that's gonna be it for the stream. So I'm gonna commit that, create a repo, and push it. Let me see. So we got the diff git rewrite the app to convert inputted markdown to HTML and render it on screen. There we go. Nope. Let me. There we go. Okay. So meanwhile, GitHub. Let me just move this here. Meanwhile, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I guess, you know, I guess I just expected a different thing from the Golang to WebAssembly, so I thought I would be able to build like WASM libraries that I can just import and then, you know, get methods from them and call them like very efficiently. But it seems like it's not really tailored for that, at least at this stage. We're gonna see how that develops. But still really cool to see that this, you know, it wasn't extremely hard to do, and it took us less than an hour, I guess, to go from nothing to this demo. So it's pretty cool anyway. Black Friday, okay. Example on using Golang Black Friday library to render markdown in using WASM, I guess. I guess this is what we're gonna do, and yeah, we're good. We'll probably need a README file, but that's basically it. I hope you guys found it useful. I guess, I mean, at least, you know, I now know the limitations of WebAssembly, and I know it's not a good idea to use it for library development, so there still would be like either Rust or Scripton. Those are specifically built for that purpose, I guess. But again, that's like a very early version. It's still in beta. I doubt it's actually going to change much, but we're going to see how that develops. Okay, did I push it? Yes, I did. Okay, we need a README file now. README MD. There we go. You know what? I'm going to be lazy ass, and I'm going to copy the README from our Node Black Friday example. So we're gonna take this README, take it raw, copy it here, paste it, and I don't really need terminals anymore, so I can trash this terminal, stop this, trash this. Okay, Node.js. No, that's not Node.js. First of all, that's WASM app using Golang. Simple web app built in Golang using WebAssembly. That's what I'm going to say. This tutorial on creating a basic web app using Golang, library Black Friday, and WebAssembly. There we go, as compilation target. Blah, blah, blah. So for, okay, I'm gonna, how do we name it? Building web apps using Golang and WASM. I guess I just do this. I'm gonna paste the video later on once it's on YouTube. This small demo showing how to create a simple web app using Golang library and WebAssembly. There we go. Golang Black Friday. I guess that's fine, right? So we got all of this stuff. That's MIT. All is good. I closed the terminal because I'm an idiot. Let's reopen that and commit it. Where's my VSL? I should probably configure it to be the default. Commit add readme. Whoops, no. Sign the commit and push. Really configure no passphrases for all the signing and pushing because I'm getting tired of all that stuff. Right, I think we are done. So it looks like there's no questions. So I guess that will be it for today's live stream. It was a very simple app running Golang to do things on front end essentially. And I mean, it works. There are obviously limitations, as you might have seen, but you can definitely do that. And I mean, I don't know if bringing the whole library like just to do Markdown is a good idea in the WebAssembly form, because it is like 4 megs. But hey, you know, it actually functions and it wasn't that hard to do. Yeah. So if you have any questions, if you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to ask them in the comments. If you want to talk about this topic more, feel free to join our Discord server. And thank you for watching as usual. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.